we're gonna learn how to make some changes on our polylines. Let's go ahead and take this space and do some changes. But first of all, let's go ahead and zoom on this area right here and insert a couple of polylines. I'll choose the spline. I'll just do it randomly and enter, so it would finish it for me. And the rectangle. Press enter or hit escape just to cancel any command active. So literally just type PE on your keyboard. You'll get this P-edit, which is the polyline edit. I'll press enter. It requires me to select an object. So first of all, I'll start with this rectangle. I'll select it. It gives me this list of options that right here I can make some changes on the width and the curve and reverse and undo and all the other things. But for this example, I'll edit a vertex. So as I clicked on it, it gave me another list of things to do with that edit vertex. What do I want to do with that vertex? Do I want to previous or break, move, insert, whatever? So I'll try to insert a vertex just to show you what that means and how useful it could be. Okay, now it gives me that line starting from this point. I'll hit shift on my keyboard and right click. Now it gave me that many options, which is very useful when I want to select a point or anything on that object right there. So I'll choose nearest, so it makes it easier for me to snap and do it. So I'll choose here, for example, and click. So that what happens as I clicked, it gave me the list again. So it took me back to that list right there, as if I want to add another vertex. So I'll just exit for now, and I don't want to do anything else, so I just hit escape. And when I select that polyline or my rectangle, now I have another vertex, just the same as the corners. When I put my cursor on it, it will show me the dimensions, and it gives me these three options if I can add or remove vertex or whatever, or I want to drag and move it. Just some easier things. Or if I put my cursor on that new vertex and I want to add another one, it will give me between the new one and the next vertex. For example, I'll put one right there. So there it is. I can drag it and play with it like this. Another useful tool to edit my polyline or modify it, whatever you can call it. So as I have this one selected, I can type PE again just to get that menu of options. Let's say I can change the width of that line right there. Let's go ahead and choose width. It goes and chooses let's do it again. Just escape a couple of times. I hit something by mistake. Go ahead, press PE, press enter, select an object, width. Now I should hit 15, for example, just to change the width of that line. As you can see, it highlights it. It's very useful, but it goes back to that menu. I don't want it, so I'll hit escape. You see how it's highlighted right now? How it stands out from all the other objects? Sometimes it's useful. For example, you have boundaries, you have something important you want someone to pay attention to that. You do the same procedure. Now let's go ahead and do some changes with that spline. Let's pan a little bit. Let's zoom with the scrolling wheel on your mouse. So I'll hit escape. Again, I'll press PE, select this one. Sorry, let's just do it again. select this and right click. When it's kind of different from the rectangle. We had to type PE and then do it, but now we just select the spline and then right click right away. I get these options splines, so I can add, control, vertex, delete, display fit points, but it's display CV, as you remember it was spline CV. So yeah, let's go ahead and add control vertex. It's snapping to these points. Let's say I want to add a point right here. You can see it's a small point. I want to add another one, for example. I'll just add this one right here, and I'll right click and choose exit just to confirm my changes and press enter. So as you can see, I have these. Make sure you press enter, not escape, because escape will cancel it. Let's go ahead and do it again. Spline Add Vertex. I'll hit shift and right click to choose the nearest, so I can choose any point on that spline, not only the one that's specified for me. So as you can see, I'll hit shift again, right click, nearest I want to put right here. So as you can see, it changes as I put those controller point or these grips, because I'm controlling the shape of that spline. And of course, as I hit escape, I deselect it, but I can change the shape of that spline as I drag it from these grip points that I added, or the previous one that it originally had. So that's how it goes.